Up YouTube, it's your boy Trey the Future here. It's my first video, actually, my first YouTube video actually. I used to post stuff on my Facebook and Snapchat back when I had those things. Right now I only have Facebook, but yeah, it's gonna be my first video on YouTube, and I just pretty much want to talk about positive and negative energy, and just pretty much being able to separate the two from one another. So one good thing to always remember and ingrain into your subconscious mind is that everything happens for me, not to me. Everything happens for me and not to me. Okay? Because the way society has, raised us, we're taught to believe the opposite of that, If it's a negative situation that you're in, the most common emotions to feel is, sadness, depression, anxiety, anger, things like that, just all different types of negative energy. But what you have to understand is everything is just a blessing in disguise, When one bad thing happens, that's mandatory in order to receive a good thing. That's just the polarity and duality of the reality we live in. For order to come, there needs to be chaos. And like, if you know anything about history and just, which I don't, I'm not into all that, but just, if you realize that every great, civilization before this one, had to come to an end in order to create, what we would call, the greatest civilization we have now. So before us, there was chaos and destruction of the civilization before this one right here. And look at what we're in now. That's just part of the game, man. You have to be open to receive blessings. You can't have a full bag or a full plate. Like, in order to receive new blessings and new opportunities and just new energies and things like that, you have to release things that which won't serve you in the future. So like you may lose your job, or your car, have car failures or car troubles or something like that, not be able to pay your rent. But what you have to understand is, behind that, the Most High is working his magic behind the scenes in order for you to manifest, more abundance, just more positivity, in order to manifest a better life for yourself. So that's why it's like chaos, destruction, negativity is always necessary for something better to come into your life, because you have to release some of the old habits, or that aren't serving you anymore. Maybe in the job situation, it's a job that isn't really serving you, is hindering you from growing spiritually, and you just can't see that. Your conscious mind can't see that. So you have to take a step back and look at the situation you're in and just try to be as aware as possible in any situation, because there's a meaning behind every single thing, whether it's good or bad. There's a deeper meaning behind it that the conscious mind, can't comprehend. You know, everything comes from the subconscious, which is where we want to, manifest from, where we want to, live from. We want to raise our awareness in order to be able to see these, subconscious signs that we get from our angels and God, the Most High, you know. But anytime you're in a negative situation, just know that it's happening for a reason. It's happening to better you, you know. Think of celebrities and famous people, and look back at their stories. A lot of times they came from nothing, man, rags to riches. It's like they probably wouldn't have ever achieved that level of success, and reached that wealth that they have and abundance if they didn't have to go through, those certain hardships, for the come up, to bring them up. And that's just the best way to go about, negative situations. Just always to always focus on the positive, focus on what you want out of it. Look at the bright side of open your mind and ask yourself and just try to come up with possibilities, positive possibilities to why I'm in this situation, why this is happening to me. And, it's just best to always keep a positive mindset no matter what the situation is, because regardless of what you think you're manifesting or want to manifest, you're always 100% of the time you're always manifesting the reality right in front of you. You're always manifesting. That's why it's best to keep a positive mindset and focus on the positive and what you want, because a lot of people are unaware that you manifest what you put your mind on. You manifest what you focus on, whether it's, something you do want or whether it's something you don't want. That's just how the universe works. It recognizes what you put your focus on, and it delivers, based off of the energy that you're putting out and the thoughts you're thinking. That's just the way the universe works. Therefore, if you are constantly, depressed, thinking of, you're in a negative situation, you're getting depressed about it, stressed, you're just dwelling on, the negative of the situation, it's going to be so much harder for you to come up out of that, because you're just going to be manifesting more negative and more negative. And that's just the way the universe works, man. That's just the law of attraction. That's the power we have within us, the power to create our own reality. That's why it's always best to just stay positive no matter what. I mean, yeah, nobody's perfect. Nobody's always going to be positive 24/7. Even the most positive people in the world, most successful people in the world, the happiest people in the world, they're going to have those days. It's not about, what happens to you. It's about how you deal with it. And that will determine the outcome. And it will build you in the end. It will either strengthen you or make you weaker. Because think of it like this. You've been in a negative situation in your life before where you didn't think you would make it out of it. And look at you now. Look at you today. You're well off, better than where you were, back then in that situation. And just think back to to why you were able to overcome that situation. Was it because you just kept dwelling on the negative? You just kept dwelling on it and letting it eat you up alive? Or was it because you finally decided to, take initiative and focus on what you wanted rather than what you didn't want? And, you know, things aren't going to be negative forever. Like, once you just got to have that mindset. Things, if something happens to you, it's not going to keep you down forever. And the more you tell yourself that, it's just a setback, or it's just a test, from the universe. The more you realize that, the easier it'll be to overcome, similar obstacles in the future. And yeah, I know it's hard to, when you're in a bad situation, I know it's hard to be positive, because it's like, that's just what we're programmed. That's how we're programmed, We are programmed to feel a certain way based off of what, reality brings to us. But in our reality, it's the other way around, right? What we feel, like, if we feel positive, feel happy, feel joyful, feel blessed, feel abundant, healthy, wealthy, rich, all of these things, then that's what we're going to attract. That's what we're going to see in our reality, That's what our senses are going to put out for us. So it's not things in our reality, happen to us. It's the other way around. We create what happens in our reality. We create what we see out in front of us. We create the life that we're living. And it's not, we don't have 100% control of that, God has 100% control of everything. And God will put you in situations and, positions that God will never put you in a situation that you can't handle, that he knows you won't make it out of. God will never do that to you. So look at it like this. If you're going through, hell right now, if you're going through hell on earth, just know that you're very special. Just know that God has chosen you for this specific situation, because when it's all said and done, because God knows you have the strength and power to overcome that. And when it's all said and done, you'll be even stronger than what you were before. Before that situation, during that situation, you'll come out stronger. And God will never, give anybody a task or a test that they can't handle. That's why if you're going through hell, man, you just got to look at it like you're special, man. Is God working for you, not against you. God never works against us. And that's just our logical mind. Our conscious mind is the logical mind. Our subconscious is, our subconscious is the thing that, believes in miracles and the unexpected and the impossible and things like that. We run off of the conscious mind. So we tend to look at everything with a logical mind. Like a negative situation, we're programmed to look at it, with a logical mind. We're not meant to look at it like, oh, this is a test from God. It's It's a challenge from God, because I'm special and he knows that I will overcome this. You know, we're programmed, we're not programmed to think that way. We're the programmed to think the opposite, you know. That's why we need to learn to live off of the subconscious more than the conscious, and just be aware of everything around us, raise our awareness, because awareness is what will, our awareness is what will, you know, help us to, you know, spot and realize signs and synchronicities from our angels and our, from God, the universe, the Most High. You know, everything, you know, God sends these things through the subconscious. That's why a lot of people just, they're programmed to not to believe in this type of stuff. They're programmed to run off of what is logical, you know. It's like it's hard for people to believe in miracles and things like that, because we're programmed that way. You know, everything in society is a program to take you farther and farther away from yourself. You know, and it's to the point where people don't even realize what I'm saying when I say this. You know, people don't realize what I mean when I say, you know, you need to sit down and focus on yourself and find out who you are. You know, it's people's first thoughts are, oh, I know who I am. You know, my favorite food is pizza. My favorite car is this. You know, my favorite color is this. That's all part of the ego, man. That's not knowing who you are. Knowing who you are is knowing who you are as a spirit, you know, as the energy that flows within this vessel. That's why meditation is, you know, very, very necessary and very effective on our minds. Because we are the energy that flows within. We are not the vessel itself. You know, we are not the thoughts. We're surely just the divine life force energy that flows, you know, infinitely, forever, life forever. Like Bob Marley says, man, that's my riches, man, is life forever. Man, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. But yeah, like I was saying about meditation, I feel like people have people don't really have a clear concept on what, you know, meditation is and does for you. You know, people, when they think of meditation, they you know, they probably think of those monks and stuff that's been doing it their whole lives and just, you know, grew up into that. That's probably what they think of. But no, it's a lot more than that. It's being able to calm your mind so you can, you know, put the thoughts that you want in your head so you can think for yourself. Because every single day we have, you know, so many thoughts that go into our subconscious mind each and every day that we are unaware of. And that's why meditation is important, so that we can calm those thoughts, calm that mind, and release those negative thoughts, release the thoughts that we don't want in our head, you know, and then put the ones that we do want in replace of those. So, and, you know, just meditating for 5 to 10 minutes a day, that it'll just help your day, man. It'll clear your mind. You'll have a clearer mind. You'll have, you know, more sense of what you need to do throughout the day. You'll raise your energy levels. You know, because when you're meditating, you're circulating that energy throughout your body. And you want to put the right things in your head. You want to put, the positivity there. So like if you just ever find yourself stressing out or got anxiety or your mind racing, just sit down for 5 to 10 minutes, do a little meditation, man. Focus on your breath. Just focus on your breath. Focus on what it feels like to inhale, what it feels like to breathe out that negative energy and inhale the positive energy. Everything in life is a mind game, man. Like, we're living in it's a matrix, man. It's a game. It's the game of life. You just gotta and there's secrets to it, man. There's secrets to life that you need to figure out in order to live your best life. Live the life that you truly desire. Because the way we're programmed and the way society is going, we're constantly taken away from ourselves. Everything in society is meant to be a distraction. Meant to be a distraction for us, so we can't focus on our true selves, But once you figure out, pretty much this little tip, about manifestation, and once you just get a better understanding of what manifestation is, and that you constantly manifest every second of the day, you're manifesting. Once you start to get this into your subconscious mind and start to reprogram your mind into realizing these things, then life will just come so much easier. You'll think of life in a whole different way. You wanna think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency, like because that's all that this is. That's all this reality we see. That's all that it is. Everything we see is just a vibration of energy. And that's part of the illusion we live in. Like, we think the things we can touch and feel are real. The things that we see are real, and we're programmed to think that way. And we need to remove that program, reprogram that programming, and understand that everything is energy. Everything is vibrations of energy. Everything is a certain frequency, based off of what it is. It has its own individual frequency. And that's something that will change your life once you understand and realize. You will look at life completely different. You will do everything in your daily life based on energy and your own energy and what you need to do to raise your vibration. Once you start to understand the concepts of energy and vibration and things like that, that's when your conscious, your mind will start to ascend. You're raising your awareness because you're aware of the reality you're in. A lot of people do not know this stuff. A lot of people, if they a lot of people do not believe this stuff. They refuse to believe this stuff. And I don't blame them. It's not their fault. That's just the way we were brought up. We were forced to think otherwise. We were programmed into a society that told us we have to work every single day of our lives just to make the best out of it. We need to work every single... Think about it, man. You go to school as early as 5 years old, man. Shit, even before that, like preschool, pre-K, stuff like that. You start school pretty much damn near almost right as you're born. You start being taken away from who you are from these outside distractions. Like school, we have to go to school damn near up till we're adults. And then we're told that we have to do this in order to have a successful life, to be successful in life. We have to graduate from high school so that we can go to college for an extra 4 years or more, just so we can get the job that we want, based off of what society told us that we, need to grow up to be. And so you get this job, you get this 9 to 5, and then that's what you do the rest of your life. Like, I don't understand how people can't see deeper, how people can't see into these things. I don't understand how people can't understand that they are not meant to work their whole life away. They're not meant to serve another being, at all. You're not meant to serve another being at all unless it's, the Most High, a divine being. And it's like everything in life since you were a kid, man, it's taking you away from who you truly are. From going to school to learning about a bunch of things that have nothing to do with the real reality of the universe. Learning about everything but, the secrets of the universe. Learning about everything but how to calm your mind, how to elevate your mind. And you start that from a very young age, all the way into you're an adult. And it's all the programming, man, to get you into that 9 to 5 mentality, to tell you, hey, you need to work for this many hours every single day, just so that maybe, just maybe, by the time you're old and wrinkly, you can, retire and do what you want to do with the money you got left. Like, that just don't sit right with me, man. That don't make sense to me. Why should you have to put out your own energy for another person just to build their dreams, just to build their life up? And people can't realize that that's what you're doing when you're working for, when it's not for yourself. If you're not working for yourself, you don't have your own business, you're slaving for another being. You're building up their dreams. And I'm not saying like we need to quit working, we need to quit our jobs right now and stuff like that, because, this is just the way things are right now. But what you can do is have a realization of these things, a better understanding of these things, and ingrain them, reprogram your mind so that you can so that you have more opportunities in life. Because the more you focus on building up your dreams for another man, like, that's all that your life is gonna consist of. And another thing is, society has limited us to, these beliefs that we have to do this, that that this isn't possible, that this is the way that things have to go and always will go. It's like, and we're limited to this material world. We're limited to the material things in this world. They don't want us to see beyond, these they don't want us to see beyond what we see and hear and smell and feel. They don't want us to see beyond that. That's why they don't tell you you have the power within you to create the life that you want to create simply by the thoughts you put in your mind. The feelings you feel. That's another strong way, into manifesting what you want is you have to, it's not just thinking those thoughts. You have to be able to feel. You have to be in that state of feeling. And that's the most powerful, man. If you can feel it, then it's yours. If you can see it, it's yours. If you can see it, then it's yours. But even better, if you can feel it, it's yours, man. And just never let go of that feeling, man. If you feel that something is coming to you, it's coming. No matter what is put in front of you, no matter how many, situations you are faced with that try to convince you that, it's not coming. That's all the devil. That's all the devil, man. When God is so close to blessing you with, what you deserve in this life, it's the little things that the devil will do to, try and hinder that. He can't take away your blessings, but he can try to keep you from taking what's yours, keep you from, reaching out and grabbing them, And that's what the devil does when we're in, negative situations we don't want to be in. He's the one controlling those thoughts of, oh, I can't do this. I need to give up. I don't want to do this. I'm a failure. I'm never going to be able to do this. Those aren't your thoughts. That's not you. You are more powerful than that. You are way above that. When you have those negative thoughts, just know that those are not you. That's the devil trying to influence you. You are stronger than that. You are way higher than that. God is your master. God, the Most High tells you what you need to do. The Most High tells you what's going to happen in your life. Nothing else. And that's what meditation and raising your frequency and vibration does. Is get you more in tune with the Most High, that divine energy. It gets you more in tune with that so that you're able to see the synchronicities and signs that, just any other person won't see. People with lower vibrations won't see. Everything is meant to keep us dumbed down, keep your vibration low from, the things we watch, from the things we do, from the food we eat, from the habits we have. It's all meant to keep you at a low vibration, man. It's all meant to keep you down. It's all meant to keep you down, like everything. Like TV, television, tell lies to your vision, man. It's a television programming. It's a programming. It tells you it's a programming itself, you know. And if you're new to, you know, this type of stuff like energy and you know, if you're new to this journey, this spiritual journey, or just spirituality in general, then, you know, I'm not telling you. I'm saying I'm saying that it's best for you to try to detach yourself from, you know, those low vibrational activities until you have built up, you know, the awareness to where you can see the bigger picture. You can see beyond it. Like, I'm not telling you can't watch television and go hang out with friends and go to the club and stuff like that. I'm just saying, first you need to work on yourself, you know, take time to yourself to develop your mind and you know, get more in tune with the Most High, getting more in tune with the divine, you know, the divine energy you are, so that these situations, these activities, these low vibrational things won't have an effect on you, so that you can be in these positions and, you know, have a high vibration because you know what's going on. You're aware of what's going on. You're not allowing those distractions to, you know, take control of you, to program your mind, because you're already starting to reprogram your mind. You're already starting to know that these things ain't good for you. You're already starting to know that these things only hinder you, only keep you from, you know, true success and enlightenment. Man, shit, I don't even know where I started with this video, but I just been ranting. I just been going off. But that's just how I do when, you know, I feel like recording or something or making a video or something. It's just a bunch of different shit just flows to me and you know, comes to my mind based off of my experiences and my journey and what I know and what I've learned, you know. And, you know, so I don't mean to like go off topic or whatever, you know, I started talking about, but in a way, all of it, you know, all of it connects. So, you know, it's just like a big old rabbit hole, man. And the deeper you go, you know, the deeper you go, the more your life will change. Because you will start to see things for what it is, man. You will know that what you're looking at right now, this is not like the true reality. The true reality is within you. You create the reality. You know, and it starts by raising your vibration, recognizing, you know, what is negative and what could and will lower your vibration, and to refrain from, you know, those things. It takes, you know, recognition of, you know, what it takes for you. It takes you to really know yourself in order to, you know what affects you energetically. That's why you got to really work on yourself, because a lot of times people just going throughout, you know, life, you know, going through our day-to-day life, unaware of things, unaware that they consumed, you know, negative energy, or unaware that they have a low vibration. So they don't know anything about vibration. So that's why you gotta really work on yourself and, you know, isolate yourself and, you know, have minimal distractions, because that is what will build your mindset, your mental and your awareness, and it will help you to be able to recognize, low vibrational things, high vibrational things, whatever, and once you're on this journey, it's not like you're gonna be perfect, man. You still gonna make mistakes. You still gonna, your vibration is gonna, you know, be your vibration isn't always gonna be, sky high. There's gonna be things in life. This is life, man. This is how life works. There's gonna be things that, naturally, that are out of your control, that will lower your vibration, such as being around, certain negative people, in public or whatever. But that's not something you can control, other than, actually, I mean, you can't control how someone else is feeling, but you can control what you do with that, negative energy that, has been, has somehow seeped into you. You have control what you do with that energy. You can either, hold on to that and, feel that, keep that negative energy and feel that negative energy, or you can choose to do something that will, transfer that into more positive energy, or just do something that will release that negative energy, all in all. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's like life is a game, man. Y'all just got to realize it. Y'all got to realize that you, as this avatar, this character, you are in a simulation. You are in a video game. And, you have a higher self, which is, the higher being of you, the one that's speaking from me right now, delivering this message. It's a higher power, a higher awareness, and we all have that. So you got to get out the mindset that you just in life and living it. You got to realize that, you are controlling this avatar, in this simulation, and you just got to each and every day try to work towards connecting with that higher being, your higher self, as much as possible, so that you can live from there, live from a higher standpoint than just, living in this third dimensional, materialistic world, and just thinking that's all there is. I mean, there's levels to it, and you just slowly got to build yourself up, and it all starts with, positive thinking, and, minimal negative thoughts, and just minimal distractions, and, just doing things that raise your vibration, make you feel good. Okay? Because when you are happy and joyful in life, and thankful and show gratitude, that's when you will receive things to be happy for, joyful for, things to be grateful for. That's just the way the universe works. The more, the more you focus on something, the more it's going to reciprocate into your reality, whether it's good or bad. And that's just the gist of it. And I know I keep saying it, but it's like, people really have to understand this, because it's like, you have to live from this higher energy in order to, take, control of your life and move it in the direction that you want to. And it starts by recognizing that you create your own reality, whether you believe it or not. because you're not necessarily in control of your subconscious mind. What our day-to-day life, we're in a conscious mindset. So it's damn near impossible for us to recognize that what we're seeing out in front of us is what we manifested maybe a few weeks back, few months back, even years back. And that's why it's very important to raise your vibration, have a higher vibration, so that you can have a higher awareness and be aware of all these things. Once you raise your awareness and vibration and energy, man, it's like you're gonna start to see things for what they are. And it's like it's limitless. It goes up and up and up, man. You're an unlimited being, man. You're capable of anything. Like, we are constantly growing and evolving each and every day. And that's the plan, that's the goal. We got to do things, we got to take steps each and every day that will, evolve us, move us closer and closer to the person that we want to be in life, and always keep that, always keep that vision of who you want to be and, what you want to accomplish in life. Always keep that in your mind and never let it go. And feel that you deserve that, and feel that along this journey, the things that you're going to be doing, the time and energy you're going to be putting into yourself is going to pay off. And you're going to be able to manifest. You're going to manifest, that vision, those dreams that you kept within your head. It's only a matter of time. And if you haven't started now, you should start now. We're about to go into a whole new year, man. A whole new different types of energies, man. We coming up this next year. It's gonna be a successful year for you if you do what you need to do and take the time out to focus on the things you need to focus on, man, and focus on what you want to accomplish, and I say this to say that don't limit yourself, man. Like, whatever it is that you want to accomplish in life, like whether you want to be a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, man, just keep that in your mind that you can do it, man, because you can. Like, nobody and nothing outside of you should be able to tell you what you can and can't do. And those are just, beliefs that we're limited to. And we need to reprogram those thoughts, those beliefs, into believing that anything we put our mind to, anything that we focus on 100% and put our energy into, we will get out of it. No matter what it is, man. And that's the way the universe works. It works in miraculous ways, man. Mystical ways, man. The universe provides miracles. And that's why it'd probably be hard for people to, try and reprogram those limited beliefs, because our logical, the conscious mind, the logical mind, that's all we're programmed to think about, the logical things behind everything, That's why it'll probably be hard for us to believe that we can achieve such success in life, because we're limited to those beliefs that we're limited to those beliefs that things not anything is possible. We're limited to the beliefs that somebody can't just, magically, send us some money in the mail or something. Somebody just can't magically buy us a car or something. It's like we're programmed to go against that stuff, because just look at society, man. Look at all the negativity and bad things that's going on right now. And that just makes it even harder for you to believe that, miracles are possible. Anything is possible. Anything through the Most High, anything through God is possible. If God can breathe life into you, then God can change your life in the most mysterious ways that you can ever imagine, man. And most of the time, that's the way that the universe will work, is it will bring things to you in ways that you will never expect, in ways that you could never think of. Like, say you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to manifest money or a car or something, or an apartment or something like that. And, your logical mind will try to think of, every possible way that it will happen, that it could happen. And that's the thing with the universe. It's the opposite. It's going to get you good when you least expect it. Universe works in ways that we would never, guess, that our logical mind can never comprehend. That's why it's always important to just stay positive and have faith and believe and keep that feeling, that positive feeling, and that feeling of just knowing that it's going to happen. It's all going to work out for me. That's why it's important to keep that. And the more you put that into your mind, the more it's going to become a reality for you. The more you're going to program your mind into easily being able to believe these things. But shit, I hope this message, got across to somebody that, needed to hear it, and maybe even sparked, a spiritual journey within, somebody, or even just gave somebody, a better outlook on life and, what they need to do. So, yeah, I think I'm going to just leave that here. I'm not sure when I'll post again, but, just whenever I'm feeling the energy, whenever it's flowing through me, whenever I feel like I have a message I need to get across, I'm going to hop on here and just speak away. But, yeah, I hope y'all stay highly vibrational, have a positive day, have a positive week. I hope everything goes well for you. And, all love to everyone out there, and just stay blessed, stay positive. Love all y'all. I'm out. Peace.